Grand Rising, girl. Yes, I'm a Grand Rising person. Just wanted to come with a quick little video before I get my day started. Got a really important meeting today, and this was on my heart to share this. I just shared a video from Nipsey Hussle. Is actually playing in the video now, and it is basically just centered around how to protect your energy and not allowing someone to get you out of your energy, right? And it's so hard to do. I'm not even gonna come on here and act like it's, rocket science, easy peasy, cakey wakey. It is a very hard thing to do, but it's not impossible, right? And especially in today's time, as we have an influx of social media, we have mental health is actually on a declination due to the economical shift and everything that is going on right now. What I will say, and I'm speaking to myself when I speak on live like this, what I will say is it's imperative, right, to learn how to protect and manage your emotions. Emotional intelligence in this day and age, and I have to say this because as I'm speaking, again, I want to reiterate that because I'm not coming on here acting fake, acting as if I've never gotten out of character, you know what I mean? So allowing your emotional intelligence to lead you in today's climate, in today's society is imperative, right? Because what we are going to see, again, as I've already stated, with this economical shift and everything that's going on in the world today, not saying it's all ugly because you got to be able to find that silver lining, that beauty and all of it, because it's actually beautiful. It is what your reality is based on what's in your mind, right? So what I will say, it is imperative to be able to maintain an emotional intelligence. And I know social media is full of people popping off, full of people, just poking a bear, whatever the case may be, whatever saying you want to attach to it. But as I'm listening to Nipsey and I'm listening to him talk about how maintaining your energy is a power, it's a superpower. It's a superpower that actually makes you an alchemist, if we're being honest. Maintaining that emotional intelligence and maintaining your energy and not allowing outside forces, right, drain your energy and bring you low is what's going to be your superpower and being able to maneuver through this realm like the superhuman that you are, right? So we can't get inundated with everything that's going on in celebrity world. We can't get inundated with everything that's going on in Hollywood. We can't get inundated with everything that is going on in the political world of things, right? What we need to get inundated with is how we can control our world, our realm. And our realm starts here, right? Our world starts here. Our reality starts here. Our paradigm starts here. So being able to control this controls your reality. Nothing outside of this is a part of your reality. You have to be able to control this. This is your world. This here is your world. So when you have control over that, control over how you react to things, control over how you react to projections, perspectives, anything outside of self is imperative to growth. So, Nipsey, I came across this video on YouTube this rising, and I had to share it because it's important. I mean, it spoke to my soul so much. It spoke to my soul. So if you get a chance, listen to that because it's real. It is really, really real. So we have to be able maintaining that emotional intelligence. It is going to be. I think that is going to be the most powerful thing that you can do in today's time is maintaining that emotional intelligence while balancing situational awareness. Meaning you're aware of things, you may be aware of some things, but maintaining that situational awareness and your emotional balance Emotional intelligence is going to make you subpar. It's going to make your world just beautiful. So, just know that you cannot control anything outside of yourself. Only thing that you can control is how you react to it. And I myself have been caught up at times and reacting to things. I'm like, did I just let that get me out of character? Did I really just let that get me out of character? You know, you have to tell yourself, did I really allow something outside of me shift my mood, turn me negative? Did I really allow that? Because now what happens is, right, once you allow one thing to shift your mood, it can shift the entire dynamic of your day. And that dynamic of your day can shift your world, your life. So you have to understand that maintaining your emotional intelligence and not allowing anything outside of self, not to say that you don't, that you're just like, you know, a punching bag or gullible, naive, or whatever the case may be. But it's saying, the saying, choose your battles wisely, is going to get really, really real moving forward. So making sure that we choose our battles wisely. Because a lot of the things that we're battling are not even worth the fight. A lot of things that we battle are not even worth the fight. And most of the time, ego, and as a Leo son, ego can make you feel like, oh, that was disrespectful. You just disrespected me. I can't allow for you to disrespect me. So what? So what? So what? So what? Somebody is, I got to tell myself, so what somebody's talking about you behind your back? If they're talking about you behind your back, that means that they're a fan of you. You got to look at things with a different juxtaposition, right? So what? So what you encounter a racist? They're battling their own demons. Let God sort them out, because eventually it's going to come back. So what? You got somebody belligerent, ignorant, trying to fight you and all of that. So what? So what? Only thing that you can control is how you react to it. And most of the time, people, especially with passive aggressiveness at an all-time high, people are attempting to trigger you. They want to trigger you, especially when you're somebody where they can't understand, how the heck does she keep going? How does she keep going? Even if she's going through tribulations and trials, how does she keep going? How does he keep going? So when people see that, sometimes that triggers something within their own projections. And those projections are oftentimes aimed at you. So you have got to say to yourself, and I'm speaking to myself as I'm speaking through the lens. This is basically just an outlet too for me, and I know that it resonates with others because my impulse is otherwise, right? And you got to oftentimes think that sometimes admiration comes in various forms, right? One minute people can admire you, want your advice, want your motivation, you're inspiring them. The next minute, if something triggers something within their brain and say, oh, I don't like her, I don't like him. And I'm getting ready to I'm getting ready to team up with such and such, and we're getting ready to take her down. We're getting ready to take him down. That is, you know what I mean? That shows your power. So I want to reiterate to anybody that needs this message, including myself, you cannot allow things outside of yourself dictate nor determine your day. It does nothing for you. There is nothing beneficial behind it. Because what happens when you get angry? Now you mad. You don't even want to get dressed up. You don't even want to put your clothes on. You don't even want to accomplish your goals. Now you're all off track. You had these tasks that you wanted to finish. Now you can't even stay on task. Your mind, you're anxious. Your anxiety is now at 1,000. You're heavy. You don't want to work out. You don't want to go outside. You don't want to work. You're just filled with anger. You just filled with this bubble of anger. And what does that do? Hold on. I also want to put y'all on to some this tea. So I didn't have time to make my blend of my own teas. I'm trying to get away. I don't want to say I'm getting away from like product-based stuff, but it's time consuming. I enjoy it as a leisure. I enjoy putting together like herbal scrubs, body scrubs, teas. I enjoy that as a leisure. But as far as like a business, it's very time consuming. And I would rather use that time to make passive income that does not require, you know, all of that. So this is organic rosy mood, right? And so it has in it Damiana, hawthorn, organic rose flower, organic hibiscus, and a little bit of ginger and cinnamon bark and clove. When I tell you, this is one of the most amazing teas that I have ever seen. And then even when you're mad, you're not thinking about tea. When you're upset, no. You're not even thinking about tea. You're not thinking about wellness. You probably want to go drink and smoke when you get upset. Your main objective probably is to drink and smoke. When somebody makes you mad, oh, I need a drink. Isn't that the first thing people say? When you get upset about something or when you get stressed out of it, oh, I need me a shot. No, drink your tea. Let's drink tea. And when you're mad and upset and you're lost in this whirlwind of anger and all that other stuff, you ain't even thinking about your tea. You're not thinking about how I can go outside and ground and hear the birds and the bees and notice how the moon is shining and how the sun. You're not thinking about that. All you're thinking about is what other lower vibration can I attach to this vibration I'm already feeling that makes me low. You're thinking about what other lower vibrational activity can I participate in to lower the vibration that I'm already feeling that already has me low. See what that does to you? Now you stressed and you're going to, and you stressed out. Now you might allow other parasites. Now you're having sex with people you don't even supposed to be having sex with. You're drinking every night. You're at the club every night. You're hanging with the wrong crowd. You're gossiping. You're miserable. All that is because we have not learned how to control our emotional intelligence, and it leads to a downfall of things. It leads to a downfall. It plummets you, right? So emotional intelligence is actually the gateway to bliss. Hear what I'm saying? Emotional intelligence is actually one of the gateways to pure bliss, right? Because when you can maintain your emotional intelligence through, hard times or through it, you're superhuman. You're about 80. I would say, I don't know the right statistics, so I'm just bringing this out. About 80% of people, I would say, don't have emotional intelligence, and that's just being honest. And you can see it through social media. Everybody's arguing with each other. Everybody's trying to put their viewpoints on this, that, and the third with each other. Everybody's on edge. Everybody's complaining and mad and da-da-da-da-da, right? So that shows you that most of the world they're not operating. We're not, I'm going to say we're, because I'm still learning. We're not operating with full emotional intelligence. And that's what we're seeing, a declination in mental health. Mental health is on a decline because we have not learned how to control our mind and our world, and your world starts here. So I'm not going to get too preachy, on here this one. I'm a pastor, and I'm like, I'm not going to get too preachy, but before I head out to my meeting, I had to share this because it was on my heart. Nipsey sparked a download in me. So I said, let me get online. Somebody may see it. Somebody, may not. It may resonate. It may not. You may just want to continue to be mad. You may just want to continue, but, and another thing, right? Also, you maintain your emotional intelligence by learning who is supposed to be within your realm, right? Sometimes we surround ourselves with too many entities, too many different vibrations, too many frequencies, and we don't know that some of those people that we're surrounding ourselves with are parasites, right? So you have to learn how to be wise enough to learn who to stay away from, who to, you know, to keep at a distance, and who to bring into your life. And that's a hard space to navigate. Because I know we want everybody around us. We just want everybody in our lives, and we just want to be, cause that breeds that outside validation. That's a whole nother topic. When people who surround themselves by a whole bunch of people on day to day, that is doing something to that need for outside validation, that external validation. You got to feed that external validation, right? So we have to be more mindful as we navigate through life, and just through our existence. And understand it's okay to cut people. And if they get mad that you cut them off, who cares? Who cares? Who cares? That is not up for you, not up to you to say, oh my gosh, they're mad. Who cares? As long as you're not being a bitch about it, or you're not being a horrible person, an evil, vile, cruel person towards them, you're not doing anything to them. You're not affecting them in any way. Who cares if you cut them off? If you notice that their energy is bringing you down. And if you've had and another thing, if you've had a conversation with somebody about how their actions are not conducive to you having to your bliss, because essentially you have to be a little self-centered. And I don't say that in an egotistical way, but you have to be a little self-centered in this world, right? And what I mean by self-centered is that you have to put yourself in the center of your joy. If you don't place yourself in the center of your joy, you allow external forces, external entities, external things outside of self dictate your joy. But when you place yourself in the center of your joy, and what joy looks like to you, what bliss looks like to you, what happiness looks like to you, that is a great way to be self-centered. So it's okay. You know, and going back to it, the reason why I made this video, maintain your emotional intelligence, right? Don't get caught up and see all this gender war stuff and it's another divide. Don't get caught up in that. Do not get caught up in that. Don't get caught up in that. Now you mad. Now this is another thing. Now you upset. It's people who are not. This is what I mean by being self-centered. Why would we let somebody else's relationship and whatever the case may be that they're going through dictate our mood? That makes no sense. Maintain your bliss, maintain your joy, and maintain your divinity. That's it. I love y'all.